Alrighty. Righty-ho. Let's get going with this. Gotta draw the pyramid. And to do that I need to go all the way back here. Make sure my microphone is on. Yep. Okay, cool. So, I don't know if I should draw it on this one or do it above and then merge it down. Might be better to draw it above and merge it down. Okay. So that needs to be down. Right, I'm going to draw the pyramid. And it would probably be quite small. And its point is kind of in the center of the rip. Okay. Get the good old land tool. So if I do the tip of it base, oh, that's a huge line. Basically there. Maybe there, so it's a little bit higher up. I don't know. Hello, if you're just hopping into the stream, welcome. I wasn't actually planning to stream today, but then Brain said, stream! So here I am streaming. Yay. I hate drawing geometrical shapes. I don't want too much detail, to be honest. I just want it to be seen. That might be a bit too far out, actually. Okay, cool. I'll add some slight detail. I might do that side, like, just, like, shadowed, but with some light lines. Oh god, that's huge! Why does the pen always have to start so bloody giant? Okay. I know it doesn't look like much. This probably won't be all that of an interesting stream, to be honest. I just wanted to share what I'm doing. So currently I'm going to be doing, or adding the pyramid to the background that I already have. And colouring Gompers. Or like this stuff that I did on Gompers yesterday. Okay, and then we basically need... I mean, the lines, the pyramid itself isn't black, it's like a really darkish brown colour. So I might do that and do like the yellow lines. I'll do the lines black and then maybe colour it in the dark browny. Okay, so this kind of has to continue down from about here, I guess would be best. I mean, this, it comes down and then it's a very slight angle downwards, actually. Not much, be very, very slight angle down. Adjacent to this And then this matches up to there. Okay, and the same on the other side. Oh no, I think it actually, the one on the other side, so it's straight there. Oh no, that should, okay, the one on this side should actually, it should go the same way as the bottom bit, so it has to angle down ever so slightly. Because I think there's more of a gap on this side between the top and this piece, I think. And then that connects to that. And then the same on the other side, it kind of angles down slightly. But maybe less so? It still goes down, but try and match it up with the bottom of that. Then this half is very much... Not quite sure how that works though, surely it... I am not good with geometric shapes. I think that bit actually goes down at an angle, so that comes to there. Because you can see the base of it underneath. Maybe I should draw the square underneath first and then do the top. What is that, honestly? Alright, let's do the square underneath first, and then build off the top of it, so you can always move the lines. So, it's a very... And then... Oops, nope. A very slight curve that way. That has to match up with that. Okay. We have the base. So from this, does this, it slants ever so slightly. Not much, but it does. I am getting very confused here. Oh, no, I see what I've done. So this should be the line here. That's why I was getting confused. And then this top one actually does slant down. So on that side it should drop. Whoops, didn't want to delete both of those. Like that, and maybe ever so slightly more. That's a straight line. Okay. Geometric shapes are not my friend. But then you can't... That's not right either. Yeah, it does have to be. It has to be this corner. Because then this is the bottom of the pyramid. Yeah. And then this side goes slightly downward. I'm very confused right now. So this is the base of the pyramid. It's like an optical illusion at this point. So this is the bottom. Oops, no, we don't want a line. I wonder if I could just fill that. No, of course not. Why would it fill? Okay, get rid of these. This is the bottom of the pyramid. It's going to... Why can I not draw this? Okay, let's start with just that middle bloody line right there. Not red though. Okay, that goes to there. This line up here curves down slightly, but is on level with this. Ugh. Okay. That goes to there. It then has a very sharp line going down underneath that matches up with that middle point, or is it ever so slightly behind? I think it might be slightly behind actually. So it's not completely centered. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Ugh. And this. But how can it go down? Shouldn't it be going up? Ugh. This doesn't make any sense. This should be easy to draw, but nope, apparently brain is not on board with it. Ugh. That looks kind of right, but not really. That doesn't look like anything like it's supposed to look like. I am the stupid. Okay. Okay. There's one like that line is like right in the center. So this is this side of the pyramid. But I feel like that needs to be angled further down. If we bring it to maybe about there. Because then underneath it goes back to that center. Actually, that it goes just a little ways, connects to the other side, so it's just a little ways past the center line. But then it doesn't really look like a... If it's a square, all the sides are meant to be the same. And they are most definitely not the same on this. Also, hello if you're just hopping in, welcome. I am struggling to draw a pyramid, apparently. So I think the length on this side is too much. You would have thought geometric shapes would be easier to draw, but no, apparently brain has decided it doesn't want to today. Then this needs to come up a bit and connect here. No, it's still not right. Why are you not right, square? What is going on with this? Okay. Yes. I think I can live with that. It's not the greatest, but it's better than it was. So this connects just underneath here. But then this is wrong. Because it needs to basically mimic this, but smaller. And with a point. So it would... That would continue on to the... there? And I'm pretty sure you can kind of see like the... as it goes underneath. Okay, that works. We did it! Yay! Kind of. Alright, so I'm going to do... I might have to import that image in here just so I can get the colour for it. It's like a darkish brown, I think. And then I need to add like the debris field around it as well as like the small yellow lines. But that's the wrong thing. Let's paste this in here. It's cute. All I need, let's grab a color here. Grab that. Yes, 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 I know how to use the dropper. Cool, right. We can get rid of that. Also, I think it needs to be, like, the bottom needs to be a little bit squatter. Yeah, that's better-ish. Okay, so. Oh, bugger it. Got rid of the bloody colour that I then imported. And the pyramid colour, thanks. Let me just put a little bit of the colour there. Oh no, because it will undo it. Yeah. And oh, right, okay, so I can't use that yellow. Right, what I might do in that case then is import it into a different layer. Or maybe I should just decide on a colour and try and match what it is. So we need, it was brown. Like a dirty brownish. Alright, we'll go with that. Looks close enough. And we can get on. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to bucket it though. Oh, oh, I can. With that side though, I might go a touch darker. Let's add a new one. And then go like a shade darker for the opposite sides. Okay, it's not going to allow me to bucket that. Or that. Cool! Actually, I might go one shade more, a little bit darker. Okay, cool. And then I can add some yellow lines. Underneath there will just be black. Cool. Don't forget to say hello in the chat as well. I don't bite. Like I said, this isn't, like, it wasn't meant to be a stream today. I just got home from town and was bored. So I figured I would stream what I'm working on. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the paintbrush here. How am I gonna do this? It's gonna have to be on the colour underneath, but then I'm gonna merge it anyway, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then once I've coloured the pyramid, I can add the debris field around it. Debris! Oh wow, okay, you're gonna be like that. Alright. I guess because it's on the same colour layer as the rest of it. I don't know if I can get like a glowy yellow lines, because it looks like the lines on the pyramid themselves are actually glowing a bit. I'll try my best to get that effect going. And this side. That is darker. I don't think I'm gonna do the underside like black on the pyramid part itself. Hey IDK, how you doing? Welcome. Just chilling out today. It's not like a... It wasn't a scheduled stream. I just felt like streaming and sharing what I'm working on. So I'm just chilling out today. How are you? I don't know if I should do the underside black, maybe? Should I do the underside black is the question. Glad you're doing good. Very glad to hear it. I'm just adding the pyramid finally to the shot, because I didn't... Yeah! The hand, not the draw tool. Because I didn't do it when I initially drew the scene. Which I should have done, to be honest. I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit sniffy again. I caught another cold because apparently the world hates me. But other than that, I'm alright, thank you. Like I said, just chilling out and adding stuff in to this. I feel like that needs to be moved a little bit though. Oh god, that's going to select everything, isn't it? Because the point's meant to be in the middle, but... Oh, never mind. No, why have you now undone the black? What are you doing? Okay, you know what, never mind. I am gonna do all of the colour on the line. No, I don't want to do it on the line there, though. I'll do another layer under it and do it under there, then. Just to make things more annoying for myself. Right, so that's the pyramid itself. Let's add a drawing underneath for the colour of the pyramid. Oh, now it's got rid of the freak. No, I didn't want it linked. It's got rid of the colours I was using. Amazing! So it was that one, and then we'll add like a darker one for the other side. Cool, right. Is Bill the Illuminati? Possibly? Of course you're not going to buck it now, are you? Because you're going to be stupid. I couldn't possibly say. I mean, he is based on the Eye of Providence, which has been associated with the Illuminati, so maybe? I don't know. Why? Why are you like this? Okay, I'll do this side of the pyramid black, or the underside of it. Actually, I should just be able to do the lines around it now and fill it, because it's on a different layer than the actual background, so boosh. That makes things easier. Alright, Heidi, take care, have a good sleeps. I'm just working on my thing. Bucket. And then I was alone again. Okay, so that's the base color for it. Now I wonder if I'll be able to like move it all. Actually, I'll wait until I've done like the lines. Maybe if I do it with this, and what would give it a glowy effect on the brush? I wonder. Soft shading? That's huge. Why are you so large? Okay, no, that's really, really soft and short. I needed the brush to be a little bit harder than that. I don't think watercolor would work very well. I mean, I think the glow's right, unless I make that smaller. But no. It needs to be a solid line, I guess? Or a solid-ish line? Not cross-hatching, not dappled, not any of that. Hard shading? I mean, it starts with a huge brush. No, I think the color's right, I just need to find the right brush for it. What about marker? That could work, it's only to do like... Maybe the tilting pencil? But smaller? Nope. Nope. Apparently not. Hey, hey, if you're just hopping into the stream, welcome. I'm just currently working on the pyramid. Okay, that works. I just need to do it smaller. Okay. Just to add the pyramid lines in here before I do the debris field. I don't know if you can really see them on the back side there. Maybe need to add maybe a few. Oh, nope. Try and actually keep that the right size. Or the same size. Yeah. It's the problem with a brush. Or not brush, but colour like I'm using. It changes when it connects to stuff. Hello, Lincoln. How you doing? Although actually they should be going in a that way direction to better. Okay. How's it going? I'm finally adding in the pyramid. Oops, that's super tiny. I'll be moving on. Once I've done the pyramid, I will be moving on to colouring Gompers from yesterday. So it's not going to be like a super, super exciting stream. But I was at home doing nothing. I mean, I was going to work on it anyway, so might as well stream and share. For what it's worth. Wow, 6 people just hopped in. Howdy guys, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Make sure you say hi in the chat. Let me show you what the animation actually is, because all you're seeing at the moment is a pyramid, which is, and you're gone. But okay, fine. Never mind then. I'll continue with the pyramid. That's cute. Oops, that was too big. Wonder what it's like to have an audience that doesn't disappear when you start talking. add too much to it, so that will probably be good, but there is some on the underside as well. And we'll do the debris filled. Let me save this. I hope this isn't going to make Toon Boom go, it's too much! Probably won't do as much on this side. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Let me show you what I'm working. Again, like, people just disappear when I start talking. So basically, this is the start of an animated short that I'm working on. And it starts with Gompers walking across the screen here. And getting a little laggy because Toon Boom gets, whatever. Toon Boom gets frustrated. Doesn't like it when there's too much. Ugh, dear. I hate having a cold. Actually, I suppose the lines would be going the other way. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Make sure you say hello in the chat. Do one more bit here and then down the bottom somewhere, and then I'll move on to the underside. And then the debris field. Yay! Because who doesn't love debris? Ah, what's wrong, Lincoln? Why are we yelling? Okay, underneath. Might be better to go at it this way. God damn it. You just felt like screaming. Oh, okay, cool. Sure. I won't judge you on that. I am not doing a good job of these. Whoops. Okay, so it's going from like, kind of the corner here. But not like that. Maybe I'll just leave it black. It's a bit far away anyway, so you wouldn't necessarily see those lines under there. So let's add the debris field, and then we can call it on this one, and I can actually start working on Gompers. Well, I say working on Gompers. Adding colour to the next part of Gompers' animation. Hey, Dylan! What do I use to animate? I use Toon Boom Harmony. Dylan P-mations. I like your name. If you're wondering, this is what I'm currently working on. So this is just a background shot, but I have actually animated Gompers walking across the screen, which is this. It's the current animation. Show you that without the background, because it's kind of hard to see Gompers without the color, and like the color bits are fine, but yeah, this is the current animation. I'm just adding in bits before I move on to the next part. I'm just about to add some debris to the pyramid up here. And you're welcome. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Just gonna add some debris around the left pyramid. So the animation is called Dolls. I'm not going to explain or say what's going to happen in it. But yeah, it's called Dolls. I'm just waiting on some voice lines from my voice actor before I move on to the next part. But yeah, it's taking shape. So today is just like a little chill stream where I'm working on these little pyramid bits. or the pyramid bit, because I needed to add it, and just I'm gonna move down and color Gompers' is next part of animation momentarily. So not very exciting today, just a bit of a chill stream going on, but good to have you here regardless. A couple little bits down here, and then there's like, they're almost like broken steps, aren't they? Like at the bottom, like just underneath it. I guess you can't really see that, but and it is quite far away. Are you in, Anna? Jesus, 9 people. Hello, everybody that just hopped in. Welcome to the stream. If you're interested, this is what I've currently animated. This is just the background, but this is how it's looking. Big old Gompers walking across the screen and taking a bite out of the chat box. Or not the chat box. He's not taking a bite out of the chat box. Out of the Weirdmaggedon box. Yum. Makes me laugh every time I see that. Just makes me giggle. It's funny. I was using the pencil. So do you animate yourself, Dylan, if you're still here? Are you an animator? Or looking to get into animation, maybe? Sorry for being so sniffy as well, by the way. I have a cold. It's not fun. Oh, sweet. What sort of stuff do you like to animate? And judging by your name, I'm assuming you're a Pymations fan? I like Pymations. He's a great animator. Or they're a great animator. I don't want to assume gender here. Actually, it's because of Pymations that I wanted to continue my animation journey, so there's that. Right, I think that's enough debris. Hey there, Tree. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Okay, I think that's enough debris. Like, it's right in the background, so you can't really see it too much anyway. Ah, okay, that's very cool. Best of luck to you. Alright, so the next job is to increase that, because it's basically going to be there throughout the shot. So that needs to extend to 89 currently, and I need to merge these down, actually. So let's merge all of that. They've been repositioned. What? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to do it on a separate layer because it only has it on the first layer for some goddamn reason. Pymations was amazing. I've watched same tree, same. Like I was just saying, Pymations, like their animations, is one of the big reasons that I wanted to continue my own animation journey. They're very inspiring. Let's call that the pyramid layer. I didn't want to do it on its own layer, but I guess I'm going to have to, which is really annoying. But alright, let's extend that to 89. Yep. Just so it's there throughout the shot. I think they're very talented, actually. Okay, cool. So the pyramid's there throughout the shot. So if you haven't already seen it yet, this is what I'm working on, Tree. Or this is what I've got so far. It's basically just Gompers walking across the screen and taking a bite out of the text box. Breaking the fourth wall a little bit here. So with the pyramid now done, I need to add color to Gompers' extra shots. So I animated Gompers taking the bite out of the text box yesterday. And now I just need to add the color to it. Just so there is color there. This is a first for me, so like I did, thank you. I did a animatic, like a Bilford animatic set to My Goodbye. But this is going to be my first fully animated, fully voice acted short, essentially. So it's a lot. But also, hello to everybody that has just hopped in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. I am just about to color Gompers. If you're new here and you like what you see, please consider subscribing and remember to slap that like button in the face. It really does help me out. Let's get going with Gompers' color here, because now the pyramid is in front of his horns. Lol. What's your favorite Pymations animation, Tree? I know you said that you liked the TF2 ones. Okay. That's really small now. That's huge. Let's go over 10, maybe would be best. Or thereabouts. So I'm just waiting. It probably won't be today, but I'm waiting for the voice lines from my voice actor so I can start working on the next part of this. But while I'm waiting on those, I can finish Gompers off and add colour to him. Not going to add sound effects until the whole thing's finished, though, I think. Night Guard! I'm gonna kick your arse! That is... Did you see the reanimated version of that? I love the fact that he and... I keep saying he, I'm assuming here. That Pymations and a whole bunch of their friends, like, did a reanimation of that. It was so good. I animate my little character interactions and stuff. Just under... Oh, Tree, I feel you there. Like, I am terrible at procrastination. Like, I've been working on a reanimation of Pymations' third one, like the one with Springtrap. Like, I started on that one 2 years ago, and I still haven't finished it. I get distracted so easily. Why? Okay. I must be missing a hole somewhere. Hey there, Guy. Welcome to the stream. No. What do you mean, no? How you doing, Guy? Good to have you here. No. Oh, I see. It's because I'm freaking colouring on the pyramid layer. Why am I doing that? Stupid Taz. You need to go onto Gompers' layer. That was dumb. Right. Undo that. And now we need to go onto Gompers' colour, which would be helpful. Be helpful if I was on the right layer. Guys, since you just hopped in, this is what I'm currently working on. So this is it with the background. I will turn it off while I show you the animation, just because Gompers isn't fully coloured. And he kind of, like, disappears halfway. He doesn't disappear, but you kind of can't see him very well. So that is the animation currently. Gompers walking. Hey, Spider Pepperoni, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the Raccoon Pack, my friend. Thank you so much. So yeah, this is the animation currently of Gompers walking across the screen and taking a bite out of the text box there. Right, so this is the new layer. And now I'm actually on the right layer to colour it. So yeah. How you doing today, Guy? And again, thank you, Spider, so much for subscribing. I greatly appreciate that. It means a lot. Right, so let's actually colour his horns on the right layer. So yeah, I think when it comes to Pymations animations, I think some of my favourites are probably like the FNAF series, specifically the one with Springtrap, hence why I like started reanimating it. And I think probably all of the TF2 ones, just because they're so funny. But yes, I do appreciate the sub. It's amazing. You're amazing. But yeah, the rest of this stream is just going to be chilling out and colouring Gompers. It might not be that interesting. You're trying to get into animation. I would suggest getting. You don't have to like get a really expensive one, but if you want to do it on a computer, I would suggest getting a tablet. I would also recommend a book called The Animator's Survival Kit by Richard Williams. It's a really great book with lots of stuff in there that you can kind of read and like look into. Your OC would backhand Bill Cipher. Fair enough. I also recommend looking up the 12 Principles of Animation because it kind of goes into like how like what goes into making an animation basically. Like the 12 Principles of Animation like covers all like the squash and stretch, anticipation, all that sort of stuff. So for example, with Gompers here, there's a frame just before he takes the bite. So he arrives at the sign and there's a couple of frames right before he takes the bite where his head goes back, which is anticipation. So you kind of like anticipation is kind of what happens before a big action. So definitely look into the 12 principles of animation. I would also suggest starting out by, this is a basic staple of animation to be honest, animating a ball bouncing across the screen would probably be your first port of call there. I mean, I'm probably not the best person to ask because I myself am still learning. But those are good starting off points. Also, if you want a program that you can use, I recommend Pencil 2D is a good one to start off with. It's like bare bones, but it's got all the basic stuff to create basic animations and start learning. There's also OpenToons. OpenToons is a little bit more involved than Pencil 2D, but it's a free software that is being worked on and that you can use. But yeah, definitely start off with getting yourself a tablet. I definitely recommend the book. I mean, there's a whole host of YouTube tutorials. Sorry, excuse me, I've got the hiccups now. That you can look up and have a look at. But it's always good to have such a good book. And perseverance. Like, animation isn't easy, so like just determination and perseverance are also good things. Like, and just because something doesn't look good to start with, don't give up. That's what I can say. Like, don't give up. Again, animation isn't easy. I mean, heck, I struggle, and like I said, I'm still very much learning. Boop. That's the same color for his fur. You're very welcome, guy. Like, I'm more than happy, like, to try and help any way that I can. So, best of luck to you in your animation journey. I'm sure you will be amazing, whatever you decide to do. Whoop. So, like I said, like the stream itself, like the rest of this stream's probably not going to be like super exciting. It's more just me like colouring Gompers here, but I'm happy to sit and chat. So, oh, that's what all that was. I was wondering why there was like loads of dashes, but it's the debris field, isn't it? That makes sense. I was wondering, what is that? What is that mess around Gompers' face? Okay, let's start colouring this. This is more of a sit and chat stream than anything else, I think, since I'm not technically really doing any animation. I'm just colouring said animation and getting ready to move on to the next part once I have the voice lines. I just wanted some company. Colouring a goat is fine, but it gets a bit boring and repetitive, so it's nice to have people to talk to while I'm doing it. Colouring a goat, colouring a goat. So I'm assuming the people in the chat are fans of Gravity Falls. Who is your favourite character from Gravity Falls? If you have one. And also welcome to anybody else that has just hopped into the chat. Good to have you here. Make sure you say hi. That's the only annoying thing about this. I have to do all the outlines first. Bill Cipher, good choice. Bill's a personal favourite of mine as well. He's such a chaotic little triangle. Chaos! I think Bill is probably one of my favourite villains from any cartoon that I've ever watched. He is such a fun villain, and we love it. Okay, I'm gonna go around the outline here. I don't have to colour everything, I just need to, because the lines don't connect properly, I'm just gonna do an outline of the colour around it and then fill it. I have him as a desktop head, the only thing sometimes glitches out. Oh no! I mean, it is Bill, so that kind of tracks, right? Also, there was a little bit... Oh, okay, there was... I need to change those lines there, because they go funny and get bigger than they're supposed to. So I'll do the colour first on these next couple of shots. A desktop pet. That is awesome. But it tracks for Bill to glitch out, because he's Bill, so... that kind of makes sense. Okay. I really hate that the lines don't connect though, because it would be so much easier just to be able to bucket everything straight away, rather than having to go onto each frame and do the lines. But hey ho! Also, I just noticed his hoof doesn't connect there. His hoof is not connected! We should probably do something about that. So if you haven't already and you would like to, I previously animated the song My Goodbye from Epic the Musical. I say animated, it's more of an animatic. But if you wanted to check that out, that is there. So that's what I worked on before moving on to this. Oh, actually I can probably close that now because I don't need it. So that's the My Goodbye animatic, featuring Bilford. So if you like Bill Cipher and Ford, then check that out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bucket his... Oh, I can. Oh, that makes things easy. Yay. I guess those are all self-contained. Haha. I wonder then, would I be able to just bucket... No, of course not. That would be too easy. I can do the hooves, but I can't do the body. That's annoying. Anyway. This is fine. Everything is fine. But yes, I do need to... Oops, that is the wrong layer. I've just realised. So I think I just filled his hooves on the cleanup layer, didn't I? Yep. Right, go back down onto colour. I bet they won't fill now. No, of course not. And there was me getting all excited. Anyway. Need to work out how to do the colour properly, because I know it adds a colour layer when you create line work, but yeah. If you are just hopping in for the first time and you like what you see, consider subscribing to the channel for more art and animation. I tend to go live every Friday and Monday, and do extra streams sometimes in between. Oops. So if you're into animation and art and chaos, definitely hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. Okay, that I could probably just fill now. Yay! Let's do the hoof while I'm here. Also, just so you do know, I do have a Discord. He can duplicate himself. Oh my. That's pretty creepy actually to see Bill duplicating himself. That would freak me out actually a little bit. It's like, why is my pet duplicating himself? What is going on? What is this madness? Okay, that's those two. Let's carry on with the fur. The fuzzles! Yay, fuzzles. But it has to be done. I did say this was going to be fully animated and fully coloured, so can't wimp out of it now. Okay. That back leg is self-contained as well, so I'll finish the body here and then I can go in and do that leg. Gonna have to work out this colouring thing at some point though, because at some point in animations I'm gonna want to have like shade, so also, hi, if you're just hopping into the stream, welcome, good to have you here. Make sure you say hello in the chat. Right, I should now be able to just bucket him and the rest of him will fill. Apart from that leg, obviously, and his saddle, but... Oh no! There's a bit missing somewhere. Why? Why are you like this, Toon Boom? What did I ever do to you? Okay, that does that. Okay, so where is the gap? That's the question. Okay, so if I go here to here, would that fill? Nope, there's a gap there somewhere. Okay, where is gap? I don't think it's on the hooves. Can't be on the leg, surely. What is going on? Nope. Come on, don't make me colour the whole thing. Where would the gap be? Can't be on the saddle. It's either on the leg, but it can't be up there either. That's... Nope, you're still not going to fill? Alright. Alright, be like that. It must be on the leg somewhere then. Just why are you like this, Toon Boom? Why you gotta be so finicky? Thank you. Okay. So I'm wondering if the rest of him will fill now, because it was just that. Hey! Let's do that back leg. This is basically what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the stream, just so you know. But I'm here happy to chat as well. I'm colouring a goat. Oh, the excitement. But I wanted to, like, while I was animating, I wanted to, like, colour the finished scenes as I go, so I don't have to go back and, like, colour everything. Because once the animation itself is finished, all I want to have to do is add sound effects and the voice lines, etc. Although that is a good thing about this, I don't have to animate... Oh, I will have to animate one mouth. It's National Zebra Day. Awesome. Love a zebra. And also hello to everyone that just hopped into the stream. Good to have you here. I did not know it was National Zebra Day, but that is awesome. Celebrate those zebras! Whoop whoop! Hubs. how basically like every day now is a national something day? Is there a national animation day? That would be great. Where like you are duty bound on that day to animate stuff. Because that would be hilarious. Whee! Boop. Well, at least that was easy. And now just his chest fluffles. Before we move on to the next frame. Actually, is this on a... Oh, it is on a 2. Cool, so I can duplicate that. That's fine. That saves me a job. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there was. Like I said, judging by, like, literally every other day, or every day now being a national something or other day. Cool, okay, so that's that. So we can extend that bow 1. Next one's on a 2 as well, and I need to seal the... Sorry, excuse me. Seal the fluff. There is a gap where his fluff needs to be sealed. And at some point, I need to... Yeah, when it gets to there, I need to change that because it grows. Which is not what we want. We don't want his chest fluff to grow. Alright, going back up to his horns then. Let's start again. Not that. I wanted to go to here. And go back. Okay, right. Horns. Horns! He's horny. But I'm funny. I am a funny person. It's crazy, actually. I spent all that time, like, drawing and adding the pyramid in, and now I'm going over it so you can't really see it, because Gompers is in front of it. But, alright. I mean, at that point, I was gonna, like, have the camera pan up to the pyramid, but there's not really a lot of point if Gompers' horns are in front of it, so I might just have Ford's voice echo out. Might be the better thing. That's... Yeah, I didn't realize he was literally going to be right in front of the pyramid, but that's fine, we can adapt. We can adapt things and change things. It's fine. Okay, should be able to bucket that. There we go. Fur, let's do his light fur first. Cool. His eyeballs. Actually, that one is a enclosed circle, so I don't know why that doesn't do the thing it's supposed to do, but okay. I suppose I could have, like, Gompers is... Wait, isn't that supposed to be... Oh, okay. I did do it on the other one. That's fine then. Didn't realise it was there. I suppose I could have Gompers' eyes go up as he, like, the voice rolls out, but I don't think he'd really do that. Like, Gompers probably wouldn't be paying that much attention to anything. To be completely honest. might be a case of just waiting for the voice lines and then having to play around and see what I want to do with it. Like I said, there's no point having the camera pan up when you can't even see the pyramid behind Gompers. That can be filled. No? Okay. No, that can't be filled because it's got a little bit on the hair there. I think once I finish this animated short, I definitely need to go in and finish my FNAF one and get that done. Done and finished. Okay. Might have to do some red in his mouth there and white on his teeth. Now, would Gompers' teeth actually be white, or would they be slightly yellow? I mean, he is a goat. Might just do them white. Rather than mess about and have them yellow. Goes to the saddle. Okay, let's do his mouth now, since it did that thing. I'm gonna have to add some colours here. So we'll go with white for his teeth. Actually, that's like a darkish grey. I need white. There we go. So that is gonna be... Oops. Teeth. And then I need to add one more for the inside of his mouth, which is going to be like a dark reddish. Probably that one. Nope, nope, I need to rename it. Mouth. Inside. Boop. Cool. Hey there, Jack. How you doing? Okay. Let's do his teeth. Okay, that's his mouth. Ooh, need to do his eyes. You're sick. Me too. I'm sorry that you're sick, though. I hope you feel better soon. It's no fun being sick. I mean, I've only got a cold, but it still freaking sucks. It is the worst. The worst thing ever. Huh, there. You also have a cold. Oh no! At least it's nothing more serious than that, though. Although some colds can be pretty rotten. But I wish you the speediest of recoveries. Nobody wants to have a cold. I am just chilling out today. Like I said, I wasn't actually planning to stream today. Thank you. But I got home after I went out for a quick walk. And just decided that... I mean, like I said, I was going to work on this anyway. So I figured I would share and have a chat with people. Because that's always fun. I like chatting with people. Probably can't just bucket that, can I? Nah, of course not. Why would this be a thing that I can do? Oh, excuse me, sorry. I don't know why I'm tired. I slept really well last night. I was proverbially dead to the world. But, whoop. Okay, that's actually, I might add a bit more to that, because otherwise it's going to go, nope, won't bucket because there's a gap. I refuse to bucket this because there is a gap and I don't like gaps. Gonna have to animate Bill soon. Or move on to animating Bill soon. Again, probably not this stream. Like I said, this one's just going to be devoted, or the rest of this stream is going to be devoted to colouring Gompers, getting him done. So I need to fix his hoof there. I thought I already did that, but apparently not. Okay, let's go back down there and grab that. Once he's fully coloured, it'll be nice to see how it looks when he walks across and bites the box. It's always nice to see like a project start to come together. Like when I first started animating Gompers' walk cycle, I wasn't at all sure how it was going to look. Oh, come on! There's a gap somewhere! Ah! Why? Is it on the leg again? No, it's not on the leg this time. Okay. Where is it this time? Like animating, like I've attempted walk cycles before, but only with people. So to animate a four-legged walk cycle was interesting, to say the least. There's so many things to take into consideration when an animal is walking, as opposed to... I mean, there's a lot of things to take into consideration when a human is walking, but doubly so when there's an animal, because most of them have 4 legs. Nope, you're still not gonna... Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, animal walk cycle. Interesting. There we go. Must have been on the belly a little bit. Because they've got all the contact down, ups and... Oh, gosh, sorry. All that sort of stuff. Like the same cycle that a human would have. Like the contact down, passing up positions. But they have it twice for each, like all the legs. Or actually, technically it would be 4 times. 1 for each leg. Doing the positions, so... Yeah. I mean, it's not perfect. Like, the cycle that I did is definitely not perfect, but I think it's serviceable. It does what I wanted it to do and doesn't look completely trash, so there is that. I think any professional animator would probably look at it and go, ugh. But... Okay, hooves. Hooves. Oops, I went a little bit over the lines of that. We don't want to do that. I'm an adult. I can totally colour within the lines. I can totes do that. If you are interested, my next stream is going to be Monday. I am going to be probably... I don't know if I'm going to do it digitally, actually, because it might be better for the person who wants it. But I'm going to be drawing Wally Wackford from Hell of a Boss. As per requested by somebody. So that'll be the next stream. I try and do like 1 animation stream and 1 art stream a week, so technically there should only be 2, but you're lucky you get a 3rd stream this week. Yay! Aren't you lucky? Probably not, because you're just listening to me ramble on about stupid stuff. But hey. I am a champion rambler. I think I missed a little bit there. And the belly. And then the tail, and this frame is done. Let's do his tail. Gompers' fluffy tail. Cool. Boop. Right, that's this frame done. Okay, so let's extend that. So we're getting closer to me having to... I think that one's okay. I might push them out a little bit more, but then I need to change them here because they get far too big. Sorry about that, excuse me. Okie dokie, let's do this one then. Back to the horns! Yay! Taking the goat by the horns! I appreciate that this isn't very interesting, so if anyone wants to hop out, you're more than welcome to. Colouring and recolouring a goat! Someone suggested that Gompers has, like, baguette horns. Or the one remaining horn that he has looks like a baguette. And I can kind of see it. He has a baguette-ish horn. One baguette. Should be able to bucket that. There we go. And same again, get rid of the debris field on his face. I don't know whether to add when he bites. I'm going to add like a wood splintering sound effect to that, but I don't know whether to add like a goat sound. Like a little meh before he does it. I don't know. Okay, that's his hair. Let's do his fuzzies. Make sure that's fully done. Go back in on that. Make sure all the debris is gone from his face. This is what happens when you're a one-person animation studio. You have to do everything. I can't delegate anything to anybody. I want to get a sign made up for Ringtail Studios. That would be fun. Although I suppose I could just make one. Tempted to make him blink, but I think it's better with him just biting and staring. It's funny. Head. I need to do around his mouth first, because otherwise that's gonna go. Ooh, I need to add another colour now for his tongue. Okay. Which I guess we'll do like a darkish pink for that. Pinky reddish. Looks like he's wearing really bad lipstick. Are you, Guy? That's really awesome. Thank you, I appreciate that. The stream will probably continue on until I've actually finished like all the colouring for Gompers today, so I don't know, we've got a few left. But it's up to you. You don't have to stay. I know watching me colour and recolour a goat can't be all that interesting. but I appreciate you if you do decide to stay. Oh, that's going to be a bit of a pain. I'm just going to have to go over like that and hope it covers all of them. And we've got inside of his mouth, and then I need a new colour for his tongue. And also, patch missing there. Right, so I need a new colour. And we'll go with maybe, yeah, that for the tongue. Okay, cool. Let's grab that. That's an eraser, that's not going to do anything. Alright. Save that. And we will continue with the fur. The fuzzies. That's that. I was wondering if I'd missed one. But I didn't. Thank goodness. Although, to be fair, it wouldn't have been too hard to go back and do it. Fuzzies around the hooves. I think. Sorry if I disappear for a few seconds. At certain points, my internet dongle has decided that it wants to play up today. So that's fun. I'll finish this frame and then duplicate it and then see how it's looking. Bucket. Things shaping up. Alright. So much Fluffles, Gomper. So much Fluffles. So my next animation is going to be the FNAF one. I really need to finish that. I was supposed to start on that after I finished My Goodbye, but Brain said, hey, animate another Gravity Falls thing. So I did. Or am in the process of animating a Gravity Falls thing. Go. Right, hopefully I've done everything. Hey! We did. Need to fix his hoof again though. Alright, actually since I'm down there with the hoofs, let's colour them. Oops, wrong layer. Would really help if I'm on the right layer to colour his hooves. That was an eraser. That was not the bucket tool. Right. Whee! I think it's just his saddle and... Oh no, I need to do his belly as well, so it's saddle, belly and tail. Well, yes. I got butted by a goat before. That was painful. Those horns hurt. That was while I was volunteering at a wildlife park. Tail next. Sweet. Alright, tail. Not tail, we just did the tail. Saddle. So who's seen the trailer for the new Mario film? I think it's looking pretty good. Alright, that's this frame done. That's a set, so do that. Okay, so there's only a few frames more. So 1, 2, 3. I think there's like 4 new frames that need to be colored before it's just like the chewing animation, so. Yum. Yum! Just that chomp of the box. It makes me chuckle every time I see it. I always want to do like an edit with the heavy sound, like nom, 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 nom. Actually, I might do that. Let me see if I can find it. Oh my god. Just like the heavy sound effect. TF2 heavy. Om nom nom. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Nom nom nom. Okay, I need to do this. I'm sorry, but I need to do this. Okay, where is this? It's just a random thought that came into my head, but now I want to do it and see what it's like. No, I don't want to thingy it. I want to see where it is. Show me the folder. Alright, let me copy that into my animation folder. Bear with me 2 seconds, people. I'm having a moment. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, that's there. Okay, let's add a sound. Nope, I'm gonna have to import that. So import sound. There we go. Where is animation, sound effects? Om nom nom. Okay, let's move this when he takes the chomp. So I need to move that to 69. Let's move this. Which is there, I think. Yep. Nom, 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 oh no! Actually, I might move it like 1 frame back. I'm gonna leave that sound effect there for now, just because it's funny. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, I'm a terrible person. I really am. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Oh, I just realized my tissue has fallen into my coffee. Oh dear. Just one more time before I continue. Nom, 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 that makes me insanely happy. Oh, stop messing about, Taz. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I wish I could keep that. That would be freaking hilarious. I know, maybe I should keep it. I mean, it doesn't really. I mean, it fits, like, sound wise, but I don't think the heavy would really. I don't think I will, but. Oh dear. Stop it, Taz. Stop it. Get on with it. I'm keeping that there, though. That is a placeholder sound effect. That's what I'm saying. It is a placeholder for now until I actually add the sound effect. Oh, I'm terrible. I am on Gompers color here, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, it makes me happy. It makes me so happy. I'm actually crying a little bit with laughter there. That's brightened my day like no end. Ah, did it make you chuckle too, Guy? It certainly looks like it. Oops, that's his saddle. This is why it's fun to have just like a random little stream like this, because you can just do random stuff like that. Ah, dear. Right, light fur. Oh, the tears are actually stinging my eyes a little bit there. I really am tempted to keep that, but I won't. I'll just have it as an edit, maybe. Just as a funny little thing. Oh, that really made me laugh. I mean, like, the chomp on its own always made me giggle a little bit, but with the heavy sound effect, it's just beautiful. It's just, I love it. It makes me laugh. I might have to make a YouTube short of that as well, just like the heavy edit. I know I shouldn't make so many YouTube shorts, but it's funny. Alright, so we've got a few more frames to do before I finish up this stream. And hello, if you're just hopping into the stream, welcome. Good to have you here. We're just messing around, colouring a goat and adding sound effects that don't belong. But it's funny. I'm gonna have to show that to my partner later. That's really cheered me up. I mean, not that I was unhappy, but you know. Funny fool. That's what animating's about, right? Like, just messing about occasionally. Like, it can't all be... I mean, animating's... I was gonna say it's not serious, but it is serious when you do it, but... It's about having fun with stuff. Let's do his face. Make sure I get everything. I'm gonna have to go and get a new coffee now. Like, I didn't realize that the tissue that I was using ended up in my coffee. So now I cannot use the tissue, nor can I drink the coffee. I mean, it's cold now anyway, but I would have still drunk it, damn it. I don't mind cold coffee. Let's give him his bad lipstick. Whee. But teeths. Oh, by the way, if you're interested, anyone in the chat right now, I do have a Discord. If you want to join it, it is linked in the description below. You're more than welcome to join us over there on the Discord. It's small, but it's a nice little community. Okay. And back to fur. Let's do up around his fuzzles. His chest fuzzles. Boop. Okay. Gonna have to find like a splintering wood sound effect. I need to find a good website for sound effects, to be honest. That is something I'm gonna have to look into. Make sure we get all the lands, because I just want to bucket it. So Guy, and anyone else in the chat as well, do you have a favorite animated cartoon or film? And what is it? I need to increase that a little bit just so it covers. Okay. Feats. I'm going to make you internet famous. I would love to visit. I think there's statues in Oregon. I'm assuming that's where it was. But the actual Bill Cipher statue. Someday. Has-Been Hotel. Good choice. Has-Been Hotel is a great show. What did you think of the new series? Like episode or season 2, sorry. What are your thoughts? And who's your favorite character? Not just from season 2, but I mean like Has-Been Hotel as a whole. Ugh, come on. Serious. Do love me some Has-Been Hotel. Where's the break this time? Can't be on the leg there, surely. What is time? Bloody hell, 5 o'clock already. What is this madness? Honestly, I start a thing and then time just goes, whoop, well, bye, see you later. There we go. Right, other leg. Into Alistair. Fair. I mean, Alistair is my favourite character as well. He is good. And also, hey to anyone that has just hopped in. Welcome. Good to have you here. I know I say that a lot, but people hop in and out all the time, so I just like to greet people occasionally. Yeah. Boop. Right. Hooves. Oh, I missed a spot there. Missed a spot. I liked season 2, but I feel like Charlie was really, really out of character for what was shown in season 1. That's an eraser. That's not going to colour anything. At least the hooves are quite a small area to colour. Okie dokie. Also, hey to the peoples that have just hopped into chat. Good to have you here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and make sure you say hello. Do it! Or I'll send Gompers after you. You don't want Gompers coming after you. He will nom your face. Also, there is a patch missing up here. Okay. Nearly done with this frame. And then... Yep, that's when I'm going to have to edit the further. If I'm correct, they're only going to make 4 seasons. I'm not sure, actually. I know there's definitely going to be a season 3 and 4, but whether or not like the entire story wraps up within those 2 seasons is another matter, because it feels like the story is too big, really, for 2 seasons, like 2 more seasons to be wrapped up. But you never know. It'll be interesting to see. I'm interested to see like what they do with the Hell of a Boss and Has Been crossover, because it's definitely coming at some point, right? That'll be very interesting to see. I'm going to test how the animation is looking after this, once I've done his saddle, and mainly because I want to hear the om nom. And for the benefit of anybody new that has just hopped in, so they can see what I'm working on, as opposed to just colouring a goat. Also, I realised there's a couple of patches missing there on his fur. Let's change that. Possibly, yeah. I mean, it will definitely happen at some point. Right, that's that frame. Let's save that. Lol. Okay, what's that looking like with the colour? Oh dear, I love it. Right. Let's do the last couple of frames then. Actually, close the colour so I can see what I'm doing. That one needs to extend. Cool. Right, so this one, before I do anything, I need to change these because they're too big. They are too large. The floofles are too large, and I need to Gompers clean up for that. Problem is, though, if I change it, it's not going to change on all of it, is it? I'd have to change, it would have to change for the rest of these. Okay, well. Right. Get rid of that. Oh, also, they need to... I think I've already coloured them. Bugger. So the colour ends there, which is where they're going to have to change. These are too big. And they also need to be a little bit more outside the body, I've just realised. So my brush is insanely small. Okay, so now I've got to copy this like for the rest of the scenes. Let's put them back the way they were. Okay. I think maybe this needs to curve a little bit. Maybe not quite like that. Alright, we'll go with that, and then this has got to replace... Oops, need to add the leg back there too. This is good. Yeah, got to replace the rest, or the got to change it for the rest of the scenes now as well. Alright, so let's grab this. Just this little bit. Copy it, save. Let's turn that onion skin off so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Because what we don't want is it changing on one frame and then not on another, so... Luckily it's only an isolated little bit, so it's not too hard to change, which is nice at the very least. Nope, that's his belly as well. No! We don't want to delete his belly. There we go, that's what we wanted to do. Okie dokie. Last couple of bits and then we can continue on with the colouring. Post. Last one after this. There we go. Alright. That's better. They're not like super huge. Cool. Okay, right. Then I can now carry on with finishing the colour for this scene. Where were we? So we can turn on Gompers' colour again. So the next one is here. And then so we've got 1, 2, 3. Essentially 3 more frames of colour to do, because the rest are just the same colour. So let's go back onto Gompers' colour layer and back to colouring a goat! Yay! Oops, wrong thing. No, what are you doing? I need his horns, and off we go again. More goat! And that's the wrong layer. I need to be on his colour layer. There we go. We need more goat! I see there are 4 people watching. You can introduce yourselves, guys. Please. I like speaking to people. Say hello. It would make me very happy if you did. I don't bite hard. Okay, let's do his fur. Light fur, anyway. I know you're here, Guy, and I appreciate you being here. You are awesome. Everyone is awesome. If I have one regret though, like about animation, it's that I didn't start earlier than I did. Like I really wish that I had been able to like study it in college. I mean, I did do an art course in college, but it was like fine art, which was fine, but I really wish I'd been able to study like animation. And I really wish like once I got into animation, I'd like kept it up because this is like doing the animation stuff has only really been oops, like a big thing like from last year onwards. Like I was dabbling in it, but I was procrastinating a lot. So I really wish I'd started like being more serious about it earlier. And again, I really do wish I was able to study it in college. Because it's fine animating on your own. I think I've said this in a previous stream as well. Like, it's fine animating on your own and learning on your own. But it would have been really nice to have that, like, professional guidance a little bit. Just to say, oh, there's a better way of doing this. Or, like, pointing out mistakes. That would have been nice. Not necessarily the pointing out I mean, pointing out mistakes, like everyone makes mistakes and things like that, but it's just a part of learning. I'm rambling again, but yeah, it really would have been nice to be able to study it and have like a mentoring hand. Oh, there appears to be a big sign. I think the color's gonna go behind it. That's fine. Just make sure it's all covered. Okay. I mean, what I did study, like I said, I studied fine art, and that was fine. But I would have preferred to do like, well, like I said, animation and illustration and things like that. Because the course didn't really cover that sort of stuff. And actually, one of my tutors, like, I wanted to do for my final piece, I wanted to like really dive into like Japanese animation and well, more illustration like manga and anime and that sort of thing. And he turned around and told me, "Oh, that's not art." I'm like, yeah, it is. Like, he was a bit of a dick, actually, that guy. Like, it was supposed to be, like, a project that we picked and did completely for ourselves, but in the end, like, he kind of ended up railroading me into doing a specific thing, and I was just like, I hate this. This is not what I wanted to do. Can I bucket that? Nope. It's gonna bucket all of it. Okay, cool. And his tongue. Here we go. Yum. Okay, let's finish up the rest of his body here before moving on to the last couple of frames. Oh. Coloring a goat. But this again, this is why I wanted to do like I wanted to animate the bits and then color as I go essentially, just so I don't have to go back through and color everything all at once. Because that would be a lot. I mean, it's only got 2 scenes, essentially. So there's this scene, and then there's going to be the next scene in the pyramid, which I'm not going to describe because spoilers! But there's only like 2 locations and 2 scenes, but like for doing it all on my own, like I don't have any help whatsoever. It's literally just me, and I don't mind that. But doing something like this all on your own is a lot. Although I have to take my hat off to oh, he released Snow Bear. Like, I feel really bad now. I've forgotten his name, but he released an animated short recently called Snow Bear. And if you haven't watched it, definitely go and watch it because it is a beautiful piece of animation. Absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely amazing. And he did it, like, all on his own over, like, 2 years. Like, all of it. And, like, the dedication that took is amazing. Oh, what's his name? I'm subscribed to him on YouTube and I can't even remember his name and I feel really bad. What is your name, good sir? Aaron Blaze. I think that's how you pronounced it. It's Blaze, but yeah. So if you haven't checked out Snow Bear, definitely go and give that a watch because it is, like I said, it's an amazing and gorgeous piece of work. And considering he did that all on his own, like my proverbial hat off to the guy. Like, he's a big inspiration for me in terms of animation. Like, so good. Now, I want to be like that someday. I mean, I probably won't ever be that good, but it's a goal to aspire to. And that's the thing. I like having a goal to work towards. Even if sometimes it feels like I'm not good enough or I would never get there. I mean, even just this is an accomplishment for me, so I will take small accomplishments where they come. And again, I'm rambling, sorry. I'm good at that. Rambling. I'm assuming anybody in the chat right now is just like, shut up! Like, just stop talking! Just colour the goat. Okay, I will colour the goat. This is me colouring a goat. There's only a couple of frames left anyway to do, and then the rest are just the same frames, but his mouth chewing, which isn't really going to affect too much because the frame itself isn't moving. It's just his mouth. There's a little bit missing there. Colouring some hooves. I wonder if it's going to rain tonight. It was getting really cloudy when I was out for a walk. Like, it wasn't, like, warm, but it's not, like, super cold. Or it wasn't super cold today either, but it was, like, really over-clouded and shadowed. I just wonder if it's going to rain. Which would be nice, because I cleaned up the doggy garden today, so it would be nice if the rain came and washed away the remnant. Whee! Oh, there's a little gap there on the toe. Not on the toe, on the fuzz over the toe. So, Guy, do you like, is there any games that you like playing? Like, what are your favorite video games, if you play any? Oops. I've been playing Subnautica again recently. Always a good one to get into. Boop. Okay, that's his hoofs. Let's do his belly. That's the light fur there. I think I already did his teeth, didn't I? Yep. Okay. Boop. It's actually kind of funny, like, showing an animation to someone who doesn't do it or has never, like, seen the process of animation, because they're like, oh, how did you do that? Like, through patience and, like, hard work is how I did that. It's really quite an eye-opener as well. Like, it's one thing to watch animation and marvel at how it's done, but, like, when you actually try it out for yourself and see how much work can go into something, like, even something as, I will say, as simple as this, takes time. But you imagine, like, working on an animated film, like, say, from Disney or Pixar or DreamWorks or whoever. Like, that must be absolutely crazy, but it must be such an interesting atmosphere to work in. Like, I've never worked with anyone on, like, such a massive project. Like, not just in animation, but just on anything. I've never worked with that many people on anything. So to work in a collaborative effort with that many other artists, that would be absolutely amazing. That's like a dream of mine, to work together with other artists to create something. Alright, that's that frame done. I think that's a single, yep, and then the next one's a single, and then the rest are... Oh, there's a couple of differences. There's... His ear moves a little bit, just on that finishing part. But the rest are going to be more or less the same, so we'll do a single frame here. Yeah. That's another thing as well, like, I don't really have any arty friends in real life. Or, actually, or online, to be honest, either. So it really would be nice to, like, collaborate and work with other artists on something. That would be fun. I think that's all the lines on the on the hooves. I'm not working on the hooves. I'm working on the horns. On the horns. His croissant horns. Be nice as well. Like, none of my family are artistic, so I could go and show my mother like a piece of work, and because she's not really artistic and she doesn't really like get it, like get art, I suppose, she's just like, oh, that's nice, well done. I'm like, thanks. Maybe that's just me. Goat. It'd be fun to do like a little animation of the goat from Hell of a Boss as well, like the little black goat that becomes a cult leader. I'm the Chupacabra bitch. I think that's probably one of my favorite Hell of a Boss shorts. Pretty sure I'm talking to myself at this point, but that's fine. Ugh, excuse me. I'm so sorry for all the sniffing. I hate having a cold. Where am I here? Okay. It would have been hell of a funny to see, pun intended, lol, to see Gompers maybe like in a background of that scene, just because he's a goat, and it would have been hilarious. Like maybe in the cult scene, just Gompers. Gompers and Waddles, because they are married, right? Let's finish going around his eye. All signs pointed to the goat. Can't believe it's February tomorrow. I wouldn't say January went fast, because it didn't, but February the 1st. Tomorrow's Eve, and then we got Valentine's Day coming up. Yay. Happy Love Day! Where everything becomes exponentially more expensive. That always gets me. Like, why do you need a single day to tell someone you love them and buy them expensive crap, basically? If you love someone, tell them you love them every day, man. Don't need to wait for a specific day. That always gets me about like commercial holidays like Easter, and especially things like Valentine's Day, because like I said, you don't need a specific day to tell someone you love them where everything just becomes like super expensive. Hey Tori, 2 streams in 2 days. Yup. I'm just working on, like, I wasn't going to, but I decided just to stream as I work on Gompers, like just finishing his colouring. That's all I'm doing. So I'm just finishing up these last frames before I end up, because I have been going for quite a while. But I've added the pyramid in the background. There it is. I did it! It's there! I'm doing okay though. How are you? The croissant horns! Yes, they are croissant horns. We've also added a sound effect just because I was in a mood and I had to add it. So just for you, Tori, here you go. I was just feeling random and thought it would be hilarious to do. Yep, the Bill Castle is there now. I just had to add the heavy sound effect just because it fits so well and it made me laugh. So, I mean, obviously I'll remove it for the final cut, but I'm gonna have it as an edit just because it's funny. But yeah. How are you though? I hope you're doing well. Like an extra stream, aren't you lucky? Even Nosebill no, he can't. Like, Nosebill cannot do anything against that sound. There is nothing he can do. I'm keeping that sound effect in as well. Like, until I, like, finish and edit the animation, I'm keeping that sound effect. Just because it's funny. And I'm glad you're well. That's good to hear. I'm very glad to hear that. Like I said, I'm just finishing up these last coloured frames of Gompers for this stream. I was good, like, I've said it a couple of times during the stream, but I was going to be working on it anyway, so I figured I'd just stream it and chat with people. No! Keep it forever! I would, but I don't know if it really, like, fits with the whole thing. Maybe? I mean, it is funny. Maybe I can do like an edit where it has the heavy sound effect and then the sound effect that I want in there, like the breaking wood and maybe a goat sound, and see which one's better. I feel like the heavy one would be funnier, but it doesn't really fit with Gompers. Or like the theme I'm going for. We'll see, we'll see. Like I said, I'll definitely make an edit of it. Like once this is done, I'm going to do a render of it, so we've got an edit of the heavy one. That is definitely a thing I will be doing. It's funny! Keep it! We'll see, we'll see. Like I said, I want to see what it's like once I've edited it with the sound effects that I actually want in there. But I don't know. I'll have to see which one's better. I feel like the heavy sound is going to make it funnier. But we'll see. It's staying in there for the now, at very least. It will be there until the animation is complete and I get around to editing stuff. And then I'll decide if I want to keep it in or not. I mean, it is Weirdmaggedon, so basically anything can and will happen. Even a goat sounding like the heavy. But we shall see. Also, hello to anyone that is hopping into the stream right now. Good to have you here and welcome. If you've been sitting in the stream for a little while and you like what you see and you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing because it really does help the channel out. Throws it out into that good old YouTube algorithm and goes, hey, this is content that you might like. Like, oops. Riveting content of a person painting, drawing, colouring, doing something with a goat. That sounded wrong. Colouring a goat. I am colouring a goat. That is all I am doing. The light fur is the fur that I need. What you been up to today, Tori? Trust. We need croissant legs. Do we need croissant legs? I'm not so sure we need croissant legs. The croissant horns, certainly, but they're just there. They are part of Gompers. But not so sure about croissant legs. Okay, tail, and then his saddle for this one. And then I think we're basically on to the last frame. Okay. Let's do his saddle. Excuse me. I am in dire need of fresh coffee. But we're gonna finish this goat. Okay, I think that's everything for this frame. Alright. Oh, I love it. That shouldn't be as funny as it is. Okay, back to the horns. I'm gonna save that. Also gonna have a drink of water. Whew. Hey, uh-oh, it's Bill! How you doing, Triangulum? You looked at just the right time. Hey, Andy. Yeah, I was having a moment and figured it would be funny to add it in there. I don't know whether I should keep it for the final cut, though. It's cool, guy. No need to apologize. Welcome back. I don't know if I should keep it in for the final cut, though. It's cool. Like, it's cool that you hopped in and saw it. But yeah, I don't know if I should keep it in for the final edit or not. Tori says I should. How you doing, Triangulum? Triangulum, intangulum, metaphorus mod. I can't even remember the next bit. Metaphorus something dominus? Guy says keep it in. Andy, what do you say? Tori says keep it in. Guy says keep it in. I think that this goat has a bird brain. I mean, he kind of does. I mean, it's Gompers. He has a goat brain at the very least. I mean, like I said, I feel like the heavy sound would make it funnier in the final edit, but I don't know. You should have a render of it to use for memes. Yeah, okay. That was my thinking. I am gonna do a render for the heavy edit, so there'll be the heavy sound. I mean, he's a goat. He has goat brain. But yeah, different sound effect for the main animation. But I will, like, once I've finished here, I will render it with the heavy sound, and I'm keeping the heavy sound in until the animation is finished. Just because it's a funny placeholder sound. But you will have, like, I'll pop it in the Discord once I've done, like, the heavy edit. Or once I've done here, because then I'll render it and you'll have the heavy edit, just so you can keep it forever and be amused by it. I'm just gonna finish up on these last frames, though. We'll probably have to make a short on it as well, just so it's out there in the wild. Because everyone can appreciate a heavy sounding Gompers, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I need his fur color. Chat moving so fast, no but noticed an ancient interdimensional entity trapped in the ferroprism. Anyway, nice mic, human. Maybe. I'm not disclosing that information to you. That is confidential. And also, we already... actually, no, we don't. I was gonna say we already have a pact, but nobody needs to know about that. I totally haven't made a deal with an interdimensional dream demon. Must away! Back to work. See you soon. Oh, it does cover the black marks. Okay, cool. I didn't realize it was going to do that, but sure. That makes things a heck of a lot easier. Bye! I will see you soon on the Animal Crossings. You're summoning Bill Cipher. Oh no, don't do that. It's not like I haven't done that repeatedly in my streams. Like I said, I totally haven't made a deal with an interdimensional dream demon at all. Cough cough. Totally didn't do that. That's a lie. Who believes that? I don't believe that. Anybody who tells you that is lying. I totally don't have a soul contract with Bill. Bill Serrano. What? No! Who's Bill Serrano? Look at those vacant eyes staring into your very soul. Or would if I had a soul. I don't have a soul. Boop. Okay, let's do this. Get all the lines in there. Also, hi to anyone hopping into the stream. Make sure you say hello in the chats. Let yourself be known. It didn't work. Ah, okay. How do you know it didn't work? You don't know it didn't work. Bill is always present in these streams anyway. Like, he has a majority stake in these streams. I don't believe that I found this subscribe button. Is this ritual a pact? Well, Bill, I don't know. You might just have to click it and see. It summoned a black hole. Well, crap. A black hole in the stream. This is, I don't know if this is a good thing. I mean, it might be. I mean, we don't know what's through black holes after all, right? But yes, Triangulum. Definitely click on that little red button. It's a gateway to infinite possibilities of chaos. Everybody loves chaos, right? It ate your computer. Oh no! Wait, if it ate your computer, how are you still talking? Unless it ate you along... Oh, okay. That makes sense. Good to know. Excellent. My plan is coming to fruition. Next job, summon Nose Bill. I mean, we've already got Bill Cipher in here. We might as well have Nose Bill in here as well, right? Please, bucket. Yes! Cool. Right, let's do the other legs and the last little bits for this frame. It didn't eat your phone. Oh, okay. So it ate your computer, but you're now using your phone. Gotcha. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Coloring a goat makes me tired, apparently. Oops, I pressed the wrong thing there. Good job I didn't colour that. Right, let's do his hooves. I think that's all the colour. Oh, there's a little bit there. That's the wrong colour. I'm in dire need of coffee. Caffeine. Also, I'm coming to the US this year for a holiday. Yay! Me and Moshe Flip both. We're going to be in the US of A in November. Hopefully, all being well. So there's going to be 2 weeks. Yeah, we're heading over to Florida on a family holiday. So there's going to be 2 weeks in November where I'm probably not going to be, like, live. I mean, I do have my tablet, or I will have my tablet with me, so I might be able to go live with that. I don't know. I will have to see, but yeah. Probably there's going to be 2 weeks in November where I'm not going to be doing, like, live streams. But yeah, going to be in Florida. All being well. Fingers crossed. And hooves in Gompers' case. Because he doesn't have fingers. And hello to everybody that just hopped into the chat. Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful day. or morning, evening, whatever it is for you. But yeah, heading out to the good old US of A. We were there last year as well. Was it last year? Yeah, last year. Last February we were out there as well. Da, 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 boop. Okay. So I think there's one or two more frames left to do before it just becomes like the end frame where it's all going to be the same, so I can just extend it once I've done it. Whee! Tail done. It's building a duck out of Legos. I mean, that's impressive that a black hole is building a duck out of Lego. That's a seriously chaotic black hole, and I love it. We all need more ducks built out of Lego in our lives. I think that would make people so much happier just having a duck built out of Lego. Okay, Gompers, that's it for this one. Let's extend that. Okay, I think this is the last one where there's any particular... Oh, there's two more. So 2 more frames and then... And the rest of it is gonna be... Actually, I could probably get away with just doing one more and then copying and getting rid of any last little bits. So, yeah. Horns! Gotta do those croissant horns. They need to be done. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a duck built out of Legos. The question is it a good duck? Is it an anatomically correct duck? Or is it more like a cartoon duck? I've said duck a lot. Duck, duck, duck. Quack. Also, if there's like croissant power, hell yeah, Tori. Like, if you could talk with any YouTuber, like, who would it be? It's a very cute duck. Well, I'm glad that it's a cute duck. Could have been one of those ugly ducks. Need a drink. Excuse me, sorry. Ah, it's better. I've been goating for too long. I think if I had the chance to talk to any YouTubers, it would probably be... Well, I don't... Oh, okay. I mean, I don't necessarily mean like in voice chat. I mean like just in chat. Like if you had the chance to like text chat. or something like that. I don't know. If I had the chance, I would love to be able to speak to Pymations, Aaron Blaze, and Terminal Montage. I don't know if you've ever heard of him. He does some really fun animations as well. Also, Cass Vanderpool is another great animator. Like, I love his stuff as well. Be Alan Becker or Muffin Snake. Awesome. Muffin Snake. That's a great name. But yeah, I think in my case it would be like just any of the animators that I'm a fan of, basically. Just be able to get to talk to them and like meet them would be very cool. I think with Muffin Juice. Muffin Juice, nice. So you got Muffin Snake and Muffin Juice. What is the obsession with muffins? I mean, muffins are amazing. Actually, it depends on the muffins. Jaden Animations, yeah. Yeah, that would be a cool one. Mitamac is also really good. They do some really awesome. I mean, I'm a Lupin the Third fan anyway, but Mitamac does some really great animations for Lupin the Third, so they're really cool. I mean, I would love to say Vivzy Pop, but I don't think that would ever happen. She would be another really cool one to meet and speak to, I think. All YouTubers you said are FNAF animators, but I can't prove it. Pymations definitely is. Well, he's not necessarily a... Like, not all of his stuff is FNAF, but he has definitely done FNAF stuff. I don't think... I've forgotten his name now. That's good. Brain, why are you like this? I don't think... I think Cass Vanderpool did. I know he's done one. Terminal Montage, I think, is the other one. Yeah, Terminal Montage. I don't think he's done anything for FNAF. And I don't think Mitamac has either. Could be wrong. Let's do this legs. But yeah, I think if I was able to meet and speak with anyone, it would probably be like Terminal Montage, Vivzy Pop, and Pymations. And Aaron Blaze as well, sorry. They would be my 4 main people that I would love to meet. Oh, Tess, Terminal Montage. Yes, Terminal Montage. I love his stuff. Like, I think the favorite animation of his he did, I'm assuming that's probably really bad of me to assume, was his something about Resident Evil 4. It just gets me every time. I think I'm in chat because I'm doing something. No worries, guy. You don't need to apologize for that. But yeah, Terminal Montage's stuff is, like, freaking hilarious. And I think he's just started, like, well, not think, I know he has started his own, like, series recently as well, which is really cool. But yeah, would love to meet and speak to Terminal Montage. Okay, let's finish up the leg. He really is. Like I said, his like there's something about Resident Evil 4 one just gets me every single freaking time. Might be because I mean, the animation itself is really funny, but I think it's also because Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite games. Like, so good. I can't remember who it was, but there was another, and also hello, anyone hopping into the chat, welcome, good to have you here. There was another, I think they did it as a group effort, but they did like an Undertale animation. I can't remember what that one was called, or who it was by. I know Pymations did an Undertale one. Who was it? Lightsen. That was a really good animation as well. The Funny Bones Undertale one was really good. Alright, hooves. Get these bad boys done. Then I think I can basically just extend this frame for the rest of the scenes. And we are done. Whee! Coloring hooves is what I do. No worries, Tori. Thank you for hopping in and hanging out. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm pretty much nearly done here anyway. Whoops, that went too far. But have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you on Monday if you hop into the stream then. Yep. Take care. Bye. And here I am, still colouring goat hooves. Although very nearly done, so there's that. Whoops. Once the stream is done, I'm going to go and get a fresh hot cup of coffee. And some toast. Toast is good. I like toast. Alrighty. Whoops, missed a bit there. Now hopefully I'll just be able to copy and paste the rest of this. I mean, I know his ear moves on the next frame, but it's like a really teeny tiny move, so I shouldn't have to do too much to edit it. Okay, let's do a saddle. Right, that's all of that. Now, that one needs to extend by 1. The question is, can I extend it? Because it's only his ear making a very slight move. So I wonder if I can copy this, put that in there. Oh yeah, perfect. It's only like a little, whoops, wrong colour, but a little teeny tiny bit that I need to add back in there, and then I can just extend the colour for the rest of the frame. Hooray, we're done! Gompers is complete. So let's extend that to 89. Boom, he finished. Can add the colour back in and... Oh. Oh, I love it. I need to keep this sound effect for now. Well, I am keeping this sound effect for now. Alright, guys, that is it. Yeah, that is it for this stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching as I repeatedly coloured a goat. That must have been really boring for you, but I appreciate you guys hanging out and chatting with me and having some fun. If you haven't already and want to, there is a Discord server that you can join. The link is in the description box down below. The next stream is going to be Monday. Like I said, I'm going to be working on a drawing of Wally Wackford for somebody in the community. And yeah, if you haven't already and would like to, please consider smashing the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more more art and animated content, and I shall see you later. Goodbye!